Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch. Scratch every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Hubbard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you, punk.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
On first down, Hubbard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
It's our time. Hey, alert 3.
Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete.
Jackson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
23-yard line.
Ready, break. 39. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. One quick. Delta.
There we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Kill.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go. Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. This movement and deception.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 62 yards.
62 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 48. Mike 48. I got one. Hayward. 48's the Mike. Check. 48's the Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. 80 weapon. Check. Hot route. Hot. Shoot.
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson now. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You don't want it. Hey, check Mike 57. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. Second and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
General, flash.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31. Yard gain.
Set up. 30 pace. Let's go.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Eluding the pressure right. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin with a run by Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun, and he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Check, 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 check. Ball try. 57's the mic. Right hand. Hey, D-line, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson being chased out left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
57's the mic. In your face. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
2nd and 13. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson forced out to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.